I will call to order the Batavia Park Board of Commissioners regular board meeting for March 18th, 2025 at 7:01 p.m.
So moved.
Lindsay, please call the roll.
Larson.
Here.
Bell.
Here.
Tillman.
Here.
Callahan.
Here. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Any items to be added, removed, or changed on the agenda?
There are none.
All right, so moving on to the consent agenda, item number 5. I would entertain a motion to establish the consent agenda as follows. Approval of the meeting minutes, the regular board meeting of February 18th, 2025. Approval of paid expenditures, approval of the expense approval report, approval of the investment summary, approval of the income statement, and approval of purchases.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Tillman. I'm so used to saying Greg, I can't say Greg. Second by Bell.
That's me.
Yeah. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Tillman.
Aye.
Bell.
Aye.
Larson.
Aye.
Callahan.
Aye, motion carries. I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as established.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Tillman. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Next is item number 6, guests, matters from the public. Seeing none this
You
evening,
want to take your turn.
Somebody's walking in.
we will move on to...
Hold on, someone might be one. So free typing.
Okay. Moving on to matters from the commissioners. Commissioners, have any comments or want to make any statements?
Yeah, we took a tour of the Callahan Center on Friday. Amazing attention to detail. It really is. The fact that things are laid out the way they are is forward thinking, right? It has some vision to it. It was great. I'm excited for the building. So
it was a big group effort for sure.
yeah, that's why it really is. I'm excited for everybody to move over there. Excited to get the thing open. I was really pleasantly surprised in the packet to see that we're already programming the thing. It's already got, we got things lined up to like, as soon as it opens, get in there, I'm like, I'm excited. So yeah, kudos to everybody for putting that together. So
Thank you.
That's definitely a team effort. The design team, as you know, 2.5 years of planning. So
yeah, it's just the attention to detail is really striking. It just the way that things are laid out in the right spot, and it's impressive.
Yeah, and it's like top of the line, I would say, like, new technology and stuff.
Yeah.
So won't age, looks like it'll age well. It's not like we're just slap some paint on something that was already old. It was really.
Did you get that fence issue fixed from the wind though?
We did.
That was something else,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it was. I ended up tying it off to the wall.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Took 4 ratchet straps.
Oh, really? That's all I got.
Excellent. All righty. Next is item number 8, correspondence. We have 3 pieces of correspondence. One is a thank you letter from Chris Newman of Geneva Garden Club for the donation for the spring fling luncheon. Number 2 is a screenshot post of social media of a resident regarding the tree removal at Woodland Hills Park. And the post acknowledges the district's communication and careful consideration to the removal, so thank you for doing that. And then 3 is a response letter from Congressman Bill Foster to Executive Director Niemela regarding protecting the outdoors and public lands which we share. We'll put those on file. And the moment you have been waiting for is announcements.
Okay. Good evening, Batavia. Can you believe how fast March is flying by? Time may be racing ahead, but we need you, you, to take a moment and be heard. Join us on March 25th or March 26th at Shannon Hall from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. for the Strategic Master Plan Community Input Meetings. This is your chance to help shape the future of the Park District. Whether it's new programming, improved facilities, or better green spaces, your input will lay the groundwork for a park system that grows and evolves with you, not only now, but for future generations. Your voice matters in the creation of this 5-year plan. And speaking of exciting plans, don't forget to mark your calendars on April 12th for the community ribbon cutting event at Clark Island Recreation Area. The fun kicks off at 10 o'clock a.m. with a community egg hunt, sponsored by Goldfish Swim School, followed by skateboard and bike demos, fishing demos, fitness classes, and over 20 community partners will be present with activities. There will be bounce houses, face painting, and even a touch-a-truck featuring parks, police, and fire vehicles. Be sure to arrive at least 20 minutes early for the egg hunt. It starts promptly at 10 a.m. Parking is off-site, so also expect a 10 to 15-minute walk to get to the event. Check bataviaparks.org for parking and shuttle details, as well as the full event schedule. If you're looking for more fun, how about running or walking in the Windmill Whirl 5K? The race is on May 3rd this year, and registration is open. Early bird pricing ends April 2nd. Registration now is $45 and includes a race shirt. And plus, the kids' 1 mile fun run is back with a new twist. We've increased the age for children to participate from 10 to 12, so now more kids can run. The price is $5 for each child. Does the thought of running make you thirsty? We have the perfect thing to quench your thirst for wine. Batavia Uncorked. Tickets are on sale now for this casual wine event on June 7th. Enjoy local wines, food, and live music. Tickets are available for either a 15 or a 10 option 1 ounce pour. And ooh, wait, my mouse didn't go down, sorry. And then, and here's another deal for you. Hall Quarry Beach season passes are available now at a discounted rate. The quarry opens in, can you believe it, a little over 2 months, and the prices do increase at the end of April. So purchase now and don't wait. And so that's it for the announcements tonight. Get out there, enjoy the great weather, vote for your favorite park in the Park Madness competition on Facebook, and as always, play your way, Batavia.
Thank you very much.
And they're fine.
Well, you always have to, so it's not as if, the first one might have been a surprise.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I have no excuses. Just accepted it.
Thank you.
All right, next item on the agenda is item number 9, or I'm sorry, item number 10, staff reports.
All right, you be you, Brent.
So we're still preparing for the 2024 audits. The final field work is coming up at the end of April here. So if you have not responded to your fraud questionnaire directly to the auditors yet, they haven't given me an update, so I don't know who has or hasn't responded, but if you have not, please make sure to respond to the auditors. And then I'm working on coordinating our final reimbursement request for the OSLED grant at Clark Island. So we already received half of the $600,000 grant, and after the final reimbursement request is submitted and approved by IDNR, then we'll receive the remaining $300,000 of that grant.
Thank you.
Josh.
Yeah, in my report, I have the Riverwalk assessment that we're doing with Trotter this spring. Just wanted to give a little history just so we were members of the board. So back in 2012, we did an assessment of the Riverwalk pond wall and all of the pavers around it. We are revisiting that to see what the current conditions are, since it's been a while since we did that assessment. So we do have some sinkhole issues. The pond wall itself is starting to lean. So we want to get an assessment done to see what we will be able to do to correct those issues. So just wanted to give you a little background on that.
Sounds cheap.
Yeah.
The studies.
Assessment's not too bad, yeah. But other than that, we've been working hard on Clark Island, getting that ready for the ribbon cutting. And we have an exciting fire panel upgrade at the shop. And when we had them come out to take a look at this to give us a quote on replacing it, they said that it should belong in a museum since it's one of the oldest they've seen in a while. So exciting to get that upgraded. So that's that.
All right, Lynn.
Just a couple highlights. So for the seasonal, we're working on the onboarding, scheduling the onboarding and the orientations for May. Pretty set on those dates. And then we actually have interviews for the recreation supervisor. The aquatics is tomorrow, our first in person with Brittany and Lori and myself. And then safety and training. We have safety and training next week, and we're doing Jeopardy style. So we're doing a game instead of the regular walk safety training that we do every year. So we're changing it up. So we'll do a little Jeopardy. So we'll send us some pictures, I'm sure, at the next.
CPR for 300.
That's it.
Brittany.
Awesome. Our basketball league is coming to an end, so over spring break, we have some open gym for our youth over here at the Civic Center, which we're excited about. And something new for my board report that I didn't get to add is we have a long-term commercial kitchen rental over at Eastside. So we're excited about that. A business kind of nearby is renting it on a monthly basis for us. So we're excited.
Is that recent?
Very recent.
I was gonna say, because I saw someone ask about it on Facebook, about commercial kitchen rental, and someone suggested, Shannon, or that they have one, and it was just like this week.
Well, maybe
last week.
them or someone else.
Yeah, so somebody was asking about it, so.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah.
And these chairs are fantastic. I think, where were these? You know what I'm saying? What, the chairs I had to sit on.
Distractions,
These are-
John.
No, I'm talking about in the package.
Oh, in the thing.
I'm done talking about these chairs. I'm talking about the chairs in your
Oh, yeah, those
package.
are, yeah.
Because I'm like, where were these when I was coaching?
He was done with Shannon Hall. He's moved on.
No, I'm done with that. I'm on your packet.
Yeah,
They are very nice.
Please
Yeah,
pay
we just
attention to
got
your
that.
the basketball team.
Yes,
battery died.
Yeah,
because, I mean, they gotta be way more comfortable.
yeah, they are very nice,
Yeah.
yeah.
How many do we have? Does it say? How many did we get?
I don't know off the top of my head, I don't know, Josh, if you know, it's both for 2 teams.
Like, is it enough for both sides?
I believe so, yeah. It was a full pallet's worth.
Oh, wow.
It
Yeah,
was quite a few.
That's awesome.
yeah,
I was excited to see. So,
awesome.
Spoken like a true basketball coach.
yeah, that's the first thing I thought of.
You never know what you put in your report that's gonna.
It's gonna spark something.
I love it.
Could be a fire panel.
All right, Katie.
Okay, so we are in the final stages of the summer fun guide production right now. I'm working very closely with the recreation team with everything for the Callahan, as well as all of the exciting, fun special events. The printed version of the guide should be in homes around the same time as next month's board meeting. So I wanted to make sure that got out into the community. Also, I would like to give a shout out to one of my team members, Creative Communications Specialist Gail Gabota. She works and mentors the Batavia High School graphic design team. And they placed second in the competition this past Friday. She is very, very proud. I'm very proud of her, and she really puts the Park District out in the community in a very positive way.
That's
So
awesome.
That's awesome.
that's great. Give Gail
Please extend our congratulations.
Absolutely.
And then also, which I think Allison will cover, and I mentioned in the announcements, we are doing our Park Madness community engagement program right now in the district. Just a couple of highlights, high level. Some of the videos are receiving up to 1,700 views, so extremely popular. Feedback has been very high for the district. And then, in case you're wondering, the most contested fight was between Saratoga Park and Woodland Hills Park. And so Woodland Hills, I don't want to share, but the victor was by 2 votes. So that's how contested it was. So the next round starts tomorrow for the battle for the second round. So it's very popular. I hope all of you voted, but Allison's got the next round up. So we're expecting to see what's going to happen. So that's it.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is 11th Executive Director.
Yes, we're gonna have lights, camera, and action. All right, thank you for teeing it up, Katie. Our Park Madness tournament is in full force. 32 parks competing for the crowned ultimate winner. A big thank you to everyone at home that participated in round 1. Voting is now closed, and starting tomorrow, March 19th through March 25th, people can vote for round 2. So it's your chance to support your favorite park, any hidden gems that are in Batavia, and to celebrate the winning park. We're going to have popsicles in the park, a pop-up event this summer. So
Where's Van Buren Park on that?
So, just in case you can't see it from afar, it was Fiddler's Farm Park versus Brayburn. Fiddler's Farm Park beat out. I feel like a sportscaster now. And now, Bigwoods versus Angstrom. Bigwoods took the lead. Memorial Park versus Prairie Path. Headed out was Memorial. Hamlet and Carriage Crest. Hamlet was the big winner. Prairie and Latham versus Wind Energy. Wind Energy took the lead.
Come on, Prairie.
People have to vote.
Where is Prairie?
MIS.
Prairie and Latham had the highest number of video views
Oh, really?
of any park at the district so far in round 1. So it really exposed everyone to Prairie and Latham.
There we go.
And these are the drone videos that we showed you at one of the last meetings.
Wind Energy is great.
Yep, and then as Katie mentioned, the Saratoga and Woodland Hills. Woodland Hills was the big winner. Riverwalk versus West Main. The Riverwalk. Just as in all of our needs assessments, everyone says the Riverwalk is their #1 park. Bennett versus Hawks Bluff. Hawks Bluff turned out to be the leader. Michael Wild versus Millview Park. Michael Wild came across on top. Fox Trail versus Walnut. Fox Trail took the lead.
Poor Walnut. Poor little Walnut.
Aaron was going to be the sleeper at that picnic table at the railroad tracks.
And then 2 of our small but mighty parks, Levi Newton versus Payne Woods. Payne Woods came out ahead. Jones Meadow versus Somerset. So that's one of our North Aurora parks versus one of our Geneva parks. Jones Meadow and North Aurora took the lead. South Mill Creek versus Washington Park. South Mill Creek.
Oh, Washington Park just got redone. Not too long ago.
Fiddler's Oak. Great Oak at Fiddler's. Versus Van Buren and the little Fiddler's Oak, little sidewalk
This
park.
is the big one coming up, though.
Look at-
This next one's the big
Where's
win.
Kim?
Peter
There
Frieders.
we go. Yes, yes.
No, it won. Oh, yes.
Peter Frieders.
Sleeper Park.
Yep.
Peter Frieders is on top.
That's your 512 right there.
And last but not least, Hartfield versus Shannon, and Hartfield was the big winner. So this is only round 2, folks. We've still got many more rounds to go, so make sure you vote early. Don't vote often because we really only want vote for your favorite.
Chicago, I thought we could vote off.
So yeah, so I want to give props to Katie Burgess and Lindsay Williams. They are the masterminds behind this March Madness.
That's fun.
They were the selection committee to decide which parks were going to face off, and the drone footage as well. They made sure that every park was well represented. So kudos to Lindsay and Katie for bringing something so much fun forward to the public. So if you're not a basketball fan, you're going to be a Parks fan.
Do you know how many votes you've gotten total?
It's kind of hard to tell because everyone is voting for all of them. So let's see, like well over, I would say it's easily well over
300 anywhere between 15 and 25 votes for, a few parks have only gotten 1 or 2, but for the most part. Especially
So they're not filling out like a bracket,
No.
but they're voting for their favorite parks, that's, I guess, what it's for.
Okay, 300, take it up.
But we are getting a ton of views. Prairie and Latham was at 1,700 views, which is huge for a park.
Especially the size of that park.
I believe Wind Energy was in the 800s, almost 900. So it's people actually exploring. The comments and the feedback from the community are huge. Like they're saying, we never visited these parks. We have great parks, so it is actually
What a great idea for exposure.
Yeah, it really is.
Sure.
And we talked about with the new website, maybe a year from now, we can actually do brackets, like fillable brackets.
And that's exciting that a park like Wind Energy, which is so relatively new, is like, people are like, yeah, this is
Yeah,
our
and
park.
Peter Frieders,
Peter Frieders, yeah.
fresh off the press.
Yes.
It's just basically a sign. It's a great sign. It's a great sign. It's a great sign. It's a great sign. Yeah.
So we are moving full speed ahead with our strategic planning process. Next Practice Partners will be in town next week. They've been working closely with our leadership team, meeting with the team on a weekly or a monthly basis to keep everything on track. So next Tuesday, March 25th, and Wednesday, March 26th, Next Practice Partners will actually be conducting community listening sessions. And that's at Shannon Hall, open to the public from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. So we encourage anyone that wants to provide feedback, please come. We want to hear from you. And we do have a dedicated website for the strategic plan. It's yourfunisOurbusiness.com. So you can go there and get the latest and greatest reports from the needs assessment, from the listening sessions, from the key leader interviews. All the insights will be posted as they become available. And then the masonry work is progressing really well at the Callahan Community Center. As you can already see the transformation taking place at the exterior of the east and west entrances. We're also pleased to report that all the electrical gear passed inspection yesterday. Josh and I had a construction meeting today, and the flooring installation is set to begin next week. As for the large signage on the outside, the Callahan Community Center on the outside, the letters will be in an Arial font, finished in black, with warm lighting that will complement the Shelby Community Center down the street.
Nice.
So very complimentary.
Oh,
Nice.
scaffolding.
I am.
Too, yeah.
Like that.
Keeping it all up.
It was a windy day.
Yeah.
It was a windy day.
And then, now that we're in the final stages of construction,
You're just now seeing that?
Jeez, I'm so George. It's just always a surprise.
Standing next
Stand next to me.
I even have some heels on there. No?
Well, so do I, so.
I do want to mention that Josh has done a great job of communicating between Bear Construction and Williams Architects. He's done an amazing job as the primary lead on this project, and I want to give kudos to you for really stepping up and taking that leadership role. And we're excited to announce that we're aiming for a grand opening in August, and so I'll be coordinating with all of you to finalize the details. And we're hoping to do a soft opening to offer some programming prior to the grand opening, just so we can make sure that the lights are still going to be working when we think they are. No, but just to make sure that we can break in the facility a little bit to get everything up and working. So. And then at tonight's board meeting, you'll have the opportunity to approve the intergovernmental agreement to move forward with this initiative at Clark Island. And then just to remind the public at home, this project's being funded through the King County's allocation of state and local fiscal recovery funds. So the Batavia Park District is not going to be contributing any out-of-pocket costs to this project. It's King County is funding all of it. So Earthworks is the company that's scheduled to begin construction the week of April 21st, and then the project is set to be completed by the end of May 2025.
How far back does the construction go? Does it like include like a new ramp, a walk up to that thing, or like how is it just the water ramp part?
It's just the ramp portion.
Okay, yeah. Just wanted to.
Yep. But it'll be great.
Yeah, no, it'll be
for sure.
fantastic.
It doesn't include a playground or anything.
Yeah, right. I didn't know if it included.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it included a sidewalk up to it.
But what's nice though is Kim has the asphalt replacement study,
Right.
so she's already got a replacement schedule for when the rest of the path leading up to this will be replaced.
I bet she'll take some of those weeds out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they already are. Yep, there already are. So this is an old picture, but she already had the crew gut that portion out. And then, following up on our intergovernmental agreement with the city regarding surveillance cameras, this is a map that illustrates the strategic placement of the cameras. So the red areas on the map indicate kind of the broader coverage zones. And then the goal really is to focus on large gathering areas and critical kind of infrastructure areas. So Peg Bond Center, the Flag Day Memorial Monument, and potentially even mobile towers for events at other sites. So this initiative is going to greatly enhance public safety. And the city is looking to have this, all of these cameras integrated within the next month. So, so thank you to the Park Board for approving the IGA last year. And then this map is really the final piece. It's kind of the cherry on top of the sundae. That these are locations that have already been scouted. You know, this is the area that the police have really felt needed the most attention. And actually, even though we have our own surveillance cameras outside the Callahan Community Center, we're going to have additional cameras covering that too. So, good news across the board. And then, as Katie and Brittany both mentioned, that we're excited to, a lot of excitement. Excited to announce the grand opening of the Clark Island Recreation Area taking place Saturday, April 12th. Much thanks to the marketing department for creating this parking map, because otherwise people may have a difficulty trying to find parking, because we're also doing a touch-a-truck event in addition to the egg hunt. So people won't be able to park in the actual Clark Island parking lots. So we're encouraging parking at the VFW, the Revelry 675 location. We're also going to be shuttling people from Hull Quarry Beach, where it'd be a 20-minute walk. So we hoofed it the other day, and we timed it. And we did the average of the person in front versus the last person to go. And so we averaged, it would be 20 minutes if you walked without the shuttle. But we're going to have a shuttle at the Hull Quarry Beach, and then bring people to the pedestrian bridge where you see the star on the west side of the island. And then there's also the parking lot that BEI, Water Street Studios, has right there. You can park there as well. Also on the east side of the river, up by Al's Cafe, that's a public city parking lot. You can park there. Also down low where the Batavia VFW is, we're encouraging parking there as well. And there's street parking that people can use.
Great.
So it is the world's fastest event. The egg hunt takes 10 minutes tops.
Barely 10 seconds.
Yeah, so, and it's great because that's the one.
Late is what you're saying.
Right. And that's the one event where everybody leaves it cleaner than the condition it was when they came.
Yes.
So, but we're going to have, bounce house, food vendors, and a lot of dignitaries, because the IDNR will be there, because they are going to be there recognizing the OSLAG grant. And we've had some other dignitaries in town that have said that they're interested in coming as well. So, so it's going to be something to look forward to. Yep. And then last but not least, I wanted to leave on a heartwarming story here. Last month, Kim Hansen shared with the park board that we needed to remove the old box elder tree at Woodland Hills Park. So Woodland Hills people, if you're listening, this is important for you. Well, Kim also mentioned that the neighbors had reached out over the years about their concerns about the parks, about that tree, because during storms, there are a lot of branches that would fall. And so knowing this, we as a team felt compelled to put a sign out front by the tree. So Katie and the marketing department created a sign with a QR code that people could scan with their phones and actually learn a little bit more about the why behind we were removing the tree, since it's a beloved tree. And there was a woman who posted on Facebook a very heartwarming post.
Very nice post.
It really was. And it was everything from their, kids grew up playing hide and go seek in this tree. People met under the tree. Somebody, I think, was proposed to under the tree. And so knowing how heartfelt that was to the people that live in that area, I had asked Kim and Alex Macias, our superintendent of parks, if they could create souvenirs for the folks that live in that area.
Oh, that's awesome.
So what they did was Rubiel and Hector on our staff hand cut the portions of the branches that were salvageable. They hand cut them and sanded them. And so Kim, Alex, and I are going to be passing out coasters, and these larger, there are only a handful of them, as you can see, of the larger wood chunks that maybe somebody does charcuterie and they want one, maybe you want one for a centerpiece for your table. But we're going to be passing these out, what was the date on that? On Wednesday, April 9th from 4:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. while supplies last. And we only encourage a maximum of 4 coasters per household. But they're beautiful. There's still a little bit of moss on them. But 4 coasters maximum per household and only 1 big centerpiece per household.
It's a great idea.
You gonna put a sign out there?
Are you going to sit out by the tree here, in that area?
We'll be in that area. And then
Is the stump still there?
it's been ground.
Okay, so you ground out the stump and everything, okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And then, marketing's going to put a sign out there to let people know we're going to be there. But we just got these in, and I wanted to share this with the park board.
Very
So-
cool.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Nice touch, great
Yeah,
job.
it
Yeah.
The comments on that
This
Facebook
looks
post were also
like
very
a real
nice.
piece of the trip.
Yeah, because they had the good information from the marketing team. You know, people were like, oh no, and then people were like, no, read about it. It was, it was mostly very positive to thanking the park districts for giving them the information, so.
It's true, there's no sound.
And that is the wrap.
Excellent. Great report, thank you. All right, next item of business is item number 13A, which is the approval of the intergovernmental agreement with Kane County. So entertain a motion to approve the intergovernmental agreement in the form of a non-exclusive licensing agreement between the County of Kane and the Batavia Park District for the design, construction, and maintenance of the canoe launch sites as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Tillman, second by Bell. Any further discussion? Lindsay, could you call the roll?
Tillman.
Aye.
Bell.
Aye.
Larson.
Aye.
Callahan.
Aye, motion carries. Next item is the approval of temporary construction easement for North River Street bike ramp at the Peace Bridge. So entertain a motion to approve the temporary construction of an easement, to approve the temporary construction easement for the North River Street bike ramp at Peace Bridge as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Tillman, second by Bell.
So, I know we saw this last month, but how much of this easement are we really, I mean, is it mostly city property but there's stuff attached to the Peace Bridge or
Well,
whatever? I mean.
The way the bridge is constructed, we built it lot line to lot line.
Right.
So when they
okay.
reconstruct it, they're going to need to bleed outside
Gotcha.
those lot lines and then do restoration.
And that's what I was wondering, is
Yeah.
how, it's really just so that it can come up against what we are.
Exactly, it's more of the
Yeah.
adjacencies
Right.
than to take over a section and then rebuild a section.
Right, okay.
But
And maintenance, they're still going to maintain all this,
Correct.
right? So
Yep.
our stuff stays the way it is, but then they just do what they do.
Well,
Okay.
this is for construction only. Once construction's completed, this is over.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And
got
then
it.
in terms of the usage this summer, Kim worked closely with Ray Hutt to make sure that at least one lane is going to be open at all times.
Okay.
So that way,
So still-
initially they had suggested closing the bridge completely, but we
That's it,
requested
yeah.
that they keep one lane open, and so you can cross-pollinate from east to west.
Cool, thank you.
Anyone else? Lindsay, please call the roll.
Tillman.
Aye.
Bell.
Aye.
Larson.
Aye.
Callahan.
Motion carries. Item number 13C, the approval of construction easement for Autumn Ridge Bike Path. So I would entertain a motion to approve the temporary construction easement for Autumn Ridge Bike Path as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Tillman, second by Bell.
I have a hard time seeing where this actually is and what they're actually going to do. I mean, seeing what, the easement agreement is fine that they're going to do some improvements there, but just by the little pictures, I'm kind of confused as to where this is. Can somebody help me with, like, exactly what they're going to be doing here and where that is?
So it's to the, get my directions here. Southeast of Jones Meadow Park.
Okay.
And that lot has or that subdivision has sat empty for
Mirador.
decades. Mirador. That portion of Mirador has sat empty for decades. In fact, we had an agreement back in 2006 to have this path constructed, and they didn't sell enough homes back then.
Right.
And then MI Homes took interest in picking up that agreement, and now they're ready, well, it may be put on hold again with everything happening in the world today, but
So this goes on the east side of,
So Mirador, so this is the Autumn Ridge, right?
yeah,
But they want to make a connection to what was on the south, so the construction easement is to allow the...
oh, just on those squares,
Yes.
essentially? Okay,
It's this
Yeah.
piece right here.
okay, got
and
it.
they'll create the connecting piece to it, and then it just enhances the walking path for the people that are already
And
in the
then
Jones Meadow.
is this our path, or is this the?
So we will have to
Mirador?
maintain it.
Okay,
Yeah, that'll be ours.
Okay.
Once it's complete, then, then we're accepting responsibility for it.
Once we
Gotcha.
connect it, we give it to you.
That's right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
It's our asphalt to maintain.
Yeah.
yep, I just
Yep.
needed to understand.
But same as the city easement, it's a temporary.
Yep,
Right.
got it, yep,
Yep.
thank you.
Anyone else?
We're looking forward to it because we really think, that there's a large population of dog walkers and joggers in that area.
Right, so it just connects down, right, to the,
Correct.
yeah,
To make, it's a bridge between these two.
gotcha.
Any other comments, questions? Lindsay, please call the roll.
Tillman.
Aye.
Bell.
Aye.
Larson.
Hi.
Callahan.
Aye, motion carries. So the next item on the agenda is 14, which is executive session. I see no business after that, but we had some gentlemen join us this evening, and we did pass by our public comments, but if you would like to, or if you came to talk, you did not.
Just came to watch the show? All right.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us. We love having company.
Yeah.
Dates with places, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you. All right, so I entertain a motion to enter into executive session to discuss leasing property and land acquisition 2C5 and personnel 2C1 under the Illinois Open Meetings Act.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Tillman, second by Darrell. Any further discussion? Lindsay, please call the roll.
Tillman.
Aye.
Bell.
Aye.
Larson.
Hi.
Callahan.
Aye, motion carries. We are in executive session, and we do not have any business after executive session, so thank you very much for joining us this month. We appreciate it.